Hello, this is a gaming channel now. We are officially 1 month away from Paralives going into early access on December 8th. I've been following this game since I saw a post online in maybe 2019. And since then, I've actually become a Patreon supporter. So I've gotten to see a lot of behind the scenes things. But before I jump in and tell you guys what I'm excited for, let me give a quick backstory in case you don't know what Paralives is. Paralives is an upcoming life simulation game. It's being developed by a small indie team led by Alex Massey. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing their last name wrong. The name Paralives basically comes from parallel lives. It's been in development for quite a few years now. The first announcement that I can find was in June 2019, so it's over 6 years. It's gained a lot of attention because of how ambitious it is, especially compared to other life simulation games that are on the market. The team has been really transparent with updates, and thanks to the Patreon support, they are up to 15 team members now. They are their own developer and publisher. When the game comes out in early access on December 8th, it'll already have a solid set of features. And they've already come out with their roadmap for the next couple years of features that will be added. I feel like this is one of the most anticipated games in the life sim community, at least from what I can tell, but I also engage with a lot of Paralives stuff, so I could be skewed. But people are really excited about it because it's aiming to be very player-driven and moddable from the start. Not to mention that they also say that all updates will be free. Sounds very unlike the current leading life sim. So let's talk about why I am so excited for Paralives to come out. I'll start with the day one features and then talk about the expected things. One of the biggest things right away is that Paralives is launching with an open world town. This means that there will be no loading screens between lots. It'll just be a seamless neighborhood. I'm unsure if I like this. I know a lot of people in life sim communities complain about other games not having an open world, but I am a little afraid it'll overwhelm me just with how much I can access at once. I do like the idea though, and I feel like if I don't want to go explore things, I can just keep in my little hidey hole. So this is non-offensive. We will also have day-night cycles and careers with progression, along with the classic life sim staples like traits, emotions, skills, wants, and needs. Characters will have relationships that'll actually grow and change over time. And I like that you can select multiple characters and have them do the same activity at the same time. Things like house fires, cooking, bills, aging, and death are all confirmed for day one. To me, that means that we're starting with a really solid foundation. Oh, and shops, restaurants, and museums with collections will be part of it. I'm very excited for these because when I play other life sims, I really like going to the community lots and just seeing what things are around. And I'm a big hoarder in real life and in life sims, so the idea of collections excites me. And as I said before, there are modding tools that will be available at the start, so the community can immediately start making content and make Paralives even bigger. Again, the idea of modding tools are a little overwhelming to me, but I already don't use modding tools in the other life sim games, so I feel like I will just download other people's mods and hope I don't get a virus on my computer. Nobody send me malware. Okay, now we will move on to the build mode. From the start, I think Paralives has been best known for how cool their building tools are. Or at least that's what drew me into them. First off, we get a color wheel for every single item. No more wishing all the furniture matched each other. You can just use the color wheel to ensure that everything goes together. On top of that, the walls are completely flexible. You can place them curved, angled, or freeform. The grid is also optional, so you aren't stuck in just the squares. And I'm pretty sure that you don't even have to stay on those lines. If you want to put a straight wall in between two grid lines, you can. Somebody fact check me on that. There's also going to be measuring tools, and the Paralives team has said that you can remake your entire house using this. I'm pretty excited to do that because in previous life sims, I've tried recreating my childhood home, and there's always those awkward gaps and things just don't quite line up. But with the measuring tools, the walls should be completely accurate to the blueprints. Along with that is the furniture resizing. I am so excited for furniture resizing because sometimes in other life sim games, the couches are just too big or too small for the space that they're in. And this would help me recreate things much easier. And this object resizing isn't just for furniture, it's also for decorations. For example, here's a clip that I really like where they changed the legs of the doll to be longer or shorter. I just enjoy the whimsical silliness of it. There will also be split level platforms and multiple floors, and along with those we get customizable stairs. I know that it's lame to be so excited about customizable stairs, but it's like really bothersome when you're building a home and the stairs just are not doing what you want. The roofs and fences will also be customizable. Obviously, because this game is like built on customizability. All of this stuff is just on day one, and it feels like a huge upgrade to what most life simmers are used to. All of the resizing is going to be that girl. I already know it, it's just so cool. Of course, there's also the para maker, which is where you will actually make your para. It also, of course, comes with a color wheel, so clothing, hair, eyes, you name it, you can customize everything. There's also a height slider plus tons of body and face sliders, so you can get really detailed with your customization. Also, we get asymmetry, so you can give your characters things like heterochromia or like mismatched socks. I like it because I think each character will feel very unique, and not just like cookie cutter of a few set models. We're also getting tattoos with a placement tool, the ability to layer clothing, like a shirt under a jacket, and even a genetic system so kids will inherit traits from their parents. I am so excited about the genetic system, but it isn't a publicly available Patreon post yet, so I can't share anything about it. Just know that it is so cool. I am also like a STEM nerd, so maybe I'm just finding it cool because it's science adjacent, but just take my word for it, it's so cool. Okay, before I get into what's coming during the early access period, I wanted to share something that is perhaps a little special. As a Patreon member, not to flex, I've actually been able to contribute to the game a little bit myself. The thing that I got to do that is closest to my heart was to add a name to their pool of randomly generated pet names. I chose Dunky McBunky after my soul dog who passed away. His name was Agent Dunkin' Donuts, but we called him Dunkin' or Dunky or Bunky, and he is the bestest pet I've ever had. I miss him so terribly, and the idea of somewhere in the Paralives game there might be a dog with his name running around brought me a lot of peace. I plan on making my little baby as soon as dogs are a feature. This is stupid, I'm about to cry over him and he died literally like 7 years ago. Okay, I've calmed down. Slightly less cool, but still very exciting, was that I got to name one of the objects in the game. I'm not allowed to share what item or what I named it until the game comes out, but you bet the first thing that I'm doing in build mode is grabbing that object and putting it somewhere. And on top of all of that, this feels silly to say for some reason, I feel so stupid, but I'm working on not stifling my own excitement, so I'm going to share it anyways with full enthusiasm. The devs will be adding me to the game as a random townie. So if you're playing Paralives, you might bump into a familiar face. Once I get the game, I will be summoning my para to my location, and then even if nobody's interested, I will be playing Paralives on this channel as myself. I'm gonna cry again, because the idea of my para and Duncan's para being together is like making me so emotional. Oh my god. He wasn't even like that good of a dog in terms of behavior. I just loved him a lot. A little bit of backstory on Duncan. I got him when I was in like 4th or 5th grade, and he died the morning of my last day of community college. So he was with me for a significant portion of my upbringing, and he would go everywhere with me. This Paralives video is now a tangent about how much I love my dog. Anyways, it's just such a cool way that the devs are connecting with their community, and it makes the game feel even more personal and special to me. So I will be mad at any critics. We are now up to the point that has got me the most hyped. The Paralives team has said that the early access is probably going to last for about 2 years, and we will be getting a ton of updates during that time. In the live mode, we'll eventually see things like a calendar system, family trees, pets like cats, dogs, and horses, cars and bikes, boats and houseboats, different activities like swimming, gardening, and fishing, and story progression for NPCs. I'm so excited about all of these. Ones that stand out to me are like family trees because, like I said, I'm really excited about the genetic system and I'm into genealogy. I'm just excited to see how the different paras will come together and what their offspring will look like. Also, of course, I'm excited about the pets. I'm not going to talk about it again because I don't want to get emotional again. The last thing on that list that I'm like extra excited for is the story progression for NPCs, because it means that the world won't just revolve around your paras that you're playing with. and all of the neighbors will be growing and changing too. I'm excited about it because in other life sims, you kind of choose one offspring per generation to follow, and then any of their siblings will just kind of be lost to the ether eventually. So I'm excited that the siblings can have full lives, and then you can have things like cousins in the game. Also, any game where you can fish and garden is an instant favorite of mine. Right now, the only games I really play are Sims, Minecraft, Animal Crossing, and Stardew Valley. For build mode, they'll be adding advanced stair and roof tools, basements, pools, and much more furniture. And for the Paramaker, you'll be able to manage multiple outfits, create pets, and play around with advanced genetic tools. I'm excited to see what crazy concoctions I can make with these genetic tools. I cannot emphasize enough how excited I am for the genetics tools. Basically, there's just going to be a lot of cool things. So that's everything that's going to be coming out on day 1 and during the early access period of Paralives. I already took vacation days for December 8th and December 9th because I know I am so excited for the game that if I was at work, I wouldn't be able to focus. Let me know in the comments which Paralives feature you're most excited about, and if you would like me to do any specific gameplays. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.